Life in baseball can be a roller coaster, and we're here to celebrate the bumpy and beautiful nature of the ride. Today, we're chatting with Ernie Clement, the utility man extraordinaire who grinded his way into an everyday role at the age of 28.
And Ernie Clement wins it for the Blue Jays.
Ernie, you finally established yourself as an everyday big leaguer with the Blue Jays, but it took a lot of grinding to get here. Let's go back to 2014. You're a multi-sports star at Brighton High School and three-time All-State in baseball, but you don't have a ton of size, you don't have a ton of power, and you ultimately don't get drafted out of high school. At that point, was playing in the big leagues even a real possibility in your mind?
I had no idea. The only thing I really cared about was playing baseball as long as I could, and that's still my goal. Ever since I fell in love with the game, all I really cared about was just playing as long as I can. I had no idea how long that would be or to what level, but that was the goal.
And so you end up getting a scholarship to play at Virginia. You have a solid college career, winning a College World Series as a freshman and putting your contact skills and versatility on display. And come 2017, you're a player that big league teams are interested in. Cleveland ends up taking you in the 4th round of that year's draft. At that point, what are your expectations for yourself?
Well, so when I showed up, my expectations were I just was happy to be there, and I wanted to help the team however I could. You know, in the minor leagues, I just had so much fun playing and just being around the boys and hanging out in the clubhouse that I just never really thought about, oh, I should be getting called up or I want to get called up. It was just I was really naturally good at just kind of being where my feet were and just enjoying the ride. So that definitely helped me.
With your profile, though, you fell into the org guy camp more than the prospect camp, and after a couple years in the minors, it was far from a guarantee that you were gonna get the call one day. How optimistic were you about ultimately getting to the big leagues?
So I think I started to kind of realize I had a chance. In 2019, I got invited to Major League Spring Training. I think Lindor got hurt like right before camp, and they needed an extra guy, and they gave me the call, and I was like, oh my God, I'm that close. I had a really good camp and kind of put my name on the radar there. So I just enjoyed every step. I really never tried to, wish that I was somewhere else. I really enjoyed where I was at.
Now, Cleveland made you wait a couple more years, but finally, in 2021, you get promoted. You're a big leaguer. What was that moment and learning curve like for you?
Yeah, it was a grind. I'd never really, not played every day. It was like in the minor leagues, I was playing every day. I was playing a lot of shortstop. And then in 2021, I had to move around the field. I had to kind of go back to the college days where it was, I'd play wherever just to stay in the lineup. And it was like maybe a once a week kind of deal where I was the last guy on the bench, and they'd give me a start against a lefty or a day game when somebody needed a blow, and I just show up and try to help the team as best I could.
So you spent 2021 trying to get your feet under you, adjusting to life in the big leagues and life as a part-time player, but in 2022 the rug gets pulled out. You made Cleveland's opening day roster, but you struggled, you got sent down, and at season's end you got DFA'd. What was getting that news like?